Well, was one of the most technical events I've ever seen. Now, people are going to say we haven't seen many finishes, we haven't seen many stoppages, etc. And yeah, I understand the fans that they are ready because they might get angry because we haven't seen tons of finishes, tons of stoppages, but it was a very technical card. I just wonder, man, how that guy how that guy could have given 48-47 to Marlon Vera. We've seen extremely odd judging, extremely odd stats, and I got to say this is the worst scorecard in the decision. Like I got to say it was the worst scorecard ever. I think these judges were pretty much. I was pretty confident that Corey Sandhagen won. I was so sure that Corey Sandhagen won all the rounds, and that judge gave it to Vera. Maybe the guy was high, but let's start. Victor Altamirano versus Vinicius Salvador. Excellent victory from Victor Altamirano. What a great performance. Amazing one. Very much of a technicality. Daniel da Silva. Daniel da Silva came very close to finishing CJ Vergara in the first. But what a comeback. What a comeback, man. I believe CJ Vergara's comeback is pretty much something to believe in, something to remember. The best comeback of the year 2023. Then Trevin Giles versus Preston Parsons. I got to say it was a great performance. So Trevin Giles could have gone either way. Lucas Alexander also destroyed Steven Peterson. He was keeping the fight standing, and then he pulled it out. Daniel Pineda with a nasty guillotine choke. What a performance for Daniel Pineda. I got to say, performance of the year for Daniel Pineda, performance of the career. This guillotine choke was so nasty. Albert Dura versus Chilian Jokwani. Yeah, judges are high here. Was a clear domination. Was a clear domination for Albert Dura, and judges were high here. Judges were pretty much high in the match against Giles and Parsons, and also Nate Landwehr versus Austin Lingo. Great performance for Nate Landwehr. What a great fight. I mean, Nate Landwehr proved that he could be a top contender one day. Holly Holm is still here after the victory over Yana Santos. Very much great of a victory. But what can you say about the match between Corey Sandhagen and Marlon Vera? 47-48 Marlon Vera. The worst scorecard the world has ever seen. 50-45 Sandhagen. That was how I scored. 49-46 for Sandhagen. I got to say this was the worst scoring, the worst judging I have seen in my whole life. I got nothing to say else. I mean, this is the worst ever. The worst thing that has ever happened. Judges were pretty much high throughout the majority of this card. I don't know what were they watching, what were they looking for. But am I pleased? Very much of a technical card. But these judges, they definitely need to change judges. I mean, this is the worst scorecard in the history of this competition. Like 48-47 Vera. Based on what? Just tell me based on what. Okay, that's all I'm going to say.